In this lecture, let's learn how to unsubscribe to an observable. So we have learned that an observable emits some data. Now there are some observables which emits data indefinitely. That means they will keep on emitting the data. And with such observables, we need to unsubscribe to them explicitly. Otherwise, they will keep on emitting the data and eventually our memory will run out of space. So let's see an example of one such observable. And to understand this, we are going to make use of this interval function provided by RxJS library. Now this function creates an observable that emits sequential numbers every specified time interval. And the observable created by this interval function will keep on emitting the data indefinitely unless we unsubscribe to that observable. Let's see this in action. So let's go to our VS Code, and here in our app component class, let's first comment this observable, this my observable. And we are subscribing to this my observable inside this ng-oninit method. So let's also comment this code here. Okay, now let's create a new observable using this interval function. Now in order to use this interval function, we also need to import it. Okay, so let's import it from RxJS library. All right. Now to this interval function, we need to pass a time interval. So here, let's pass a time interval of 1000 milliseconds. And we have learned that this interval function is going to return an observable. So let's assign to a property. Let's call it maybe counter observable. And now let's go ahead and let's subscribe to that observable inside this ng-oninit. So let's first access this counter observable and let's subscribe to that observable. Okay, and to this subscribe method, let's pass the next callback function. For that, let's use this arrow function syntax, and we have learned that this callback function receives the value which the observable will emit. Now, what do we want to do here? Let's say we simply want to log it in the console. So let's say console.log, and let's log this val. Let's save the changes and let's go to the web page. And let's open developer console. Let's refresh the page, and you will notice that that observable is emitting some data, and this observable will keep on emitting the data indefinitely unless we unsubscribe to this observable. Okay, so here if we don't unsubscribe to this observable explicitly, it will keep on emitting the data and eventually our memory will run out of space. So let's go ahead and let's unsubscribe to this observable. For that, let's go to VS Code, and what I'm going to do is, first I will assign the observable returned by this subscribe method to a property. So let's create a new property here. Let's call it maybe counter sub. Okay, and let's assign this counter sub property with the observable which this subscribe method is returning. Okay, so if you notice, this subscribe method also returns an observable. In this case, it is returning an observable of type number. Okay, now let's go to this HTML file of this app component, and from here, let's remove the default HTML and CSS, and let's add a button element. And here, let's say unsubscribe. And on this button element, let's bind click event. Okay, and to this click event, let's assign a method, and let's call this method unsubscribe. And let's go ahead and let's create this method inside the app component class. So let's copy this, and after this ng-oninit method, let's create this unsubscribe method. And inside this, we want to unsubscribe to the observable returned by this subscribe method. For that, we are storing that observable inside this counter sub property. So let's first access that property by using this keyword. And on this, we can call unsubscribe method. Okay, and that's it. Let's save the changes. Let's go to the web page. So here you will notice that that observable is emitting these data. Now, as soon as I click on this unsubscribe button, it should stop emitting that data. So if I click on this unsubscribe button, you will notice that that observable has stopped emitting that data. So in this way, we can unsubscribe to an observable. And we have learned that when there is no subscriber for an observable, the observable does not emit the data. It only emits the data when there is a subscriber. And this example proves that point. So if I refresh the page, you will notice that initially in the ng on init, we have subscribed to this observable, the observable returned by this interval method. Okay, so when we have subscribed to this observable is emitting the data, as you can see here. Now, as soon as we unsubscribe to that observable, then there will be no subscriber for that observable. And then when there is no subscriber for that observable, it will stop emitting the data. So when we unsubscribe here, there is no subscriber for that observable. So it has stopped emitting the data. All right, now let's do one more thing. Let's go to app-component.html and let's add one more button element here. And let's call it subscribe. And here, let's assign the subscribe method to the click event. And let's go ahead and let's create this subscribe method. So after this unsubscribe method, let's create this subscribe method. And inside this subscribe method, let's write this logic. Okay, let's save the changes. Let's go to the web page. So now we should have two buttons here. And you will notice that this observable is not emitting any data right now, because currently for this observable, the observable returned by this interval method, it does not have any subscriber. When we click on the subscribe button, in that case, there will be a subscriber for that observable, and then only it will start emitting the data. So when we click on this subscribe button, there will be a subscriber for that observable. And when there is a subscriber, it has started emitting the data. And when I click on this unsubscribe button, now there is no subscriber, so it will stop emitting the data. Now let me show you one more thing. So let's refresh the page. And here I have clicked on this subscribe button. So as soon as I click on the subscribe button, the observable has started emitting the data. Now what will happen if I click on this subscribe button again? Just notice the output here. So when I click on this subscribe button again, the observable has started emitting the data again. So now there are two observables running in parallel. So you can see from here, the data from 0 has started emitting. So now there are two observables running in parallel. If I click one more time on this subscribe button, then there will be three observables running in parallel. And that's why it's very important that we unsubscribe to an observable when we don't need it. Okay. All right. So this is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.